I hate technology sometimes. Take three. Oh, well, okay, so yeah, let's try this again. And it's not like I'm moving around. I'm here on the steps, just hanging out with my buddy. So, take three, you guys. Let's hope that this stays a little while. That we can have a little conversation. Because I know it's been a while since I've been live, and we've been really super busy um, with my new job. So I've got a new position, and I know some of you guys have seen it. I've been there for almost 4 months now, and it's been really nice. I've been really busy. They've been doing a really good job. Um, so I've been kind of like putting all of my interest into my new job because nothing really happens because you really don't do anything. But the chickens, they're chickens. The horses are okay, um, and all that good stuff. So now it's Easter. Well, at least tomorrow. Tomorrow's Easter Sunday, and I came down. My work is amazing, and they give us Good Friday off. So I had Friday off, and I came here, and I was able to spend time with my family, or my mom, and my aunt and my godmother came by today. So we were actually able to have some nice dinner, a couple of glasses of wine, um, at least. But one of my viewers said that I should do a live video, and I haven't done a live video in a really super long time, so I thought that was a great idea. So I figured I'd come out here. It's nice. It's a beautiful day. It's nice, super nice out here today. This is her backyard. Some of you guys might recognize it. That's Eeyore. Hey, bud. What are you doing? um, some of you might recognize it. Some of my older subscribers, they've been here for a while. We had Jumanji in this backyard. We had Gracie May in this backyard, and we had Gamora back here. So sometimes when I'm out here traveling through, I'll stop at my mom's house for the night, and I'll keep the horses in the backyard. And it's so cool because I mean, it's not a really big backyard. You know, it's a small community subdivision. There's probably about 80 houses in this Goose Creek subdivision. So every so often I bring a horse through and put him in the backyard. Why not? So it's only usually like a half a day or something like that. Oh, what is going on here? This is driving me nuts. There, maybe that's better. So, cheers to you guys. Happy Easter. I was drinking red earlier, but we switched over to having some desserts. Usually you have white with dessert, or you have like a smaller glass, and yeah, that seems to work. So whatever you guys want to talk about, that's what I'm here for. I figure we'll just kind of hang out for a little bit, and if you guys have any questions about the horses, what I do with them, what I've done in the past, what I have for plans for the future, just ask me anything. If you want to know why I got my haircut, ask me about my haircut. I don't care. I do actually have somebody who wrote to me the other day, and excuse me, she was actually a friend of mine. You guys might remember him. I don't know. He might have been his screen name on I think it's Twitch or something like that, or Instagram. He's on Instagram. It's called Texas Taco, and yeah, he's from Texas, and he's Mexican. He's a big Mexican. He's a cool guy, super nice guy. He makes friends everywhere he goes, and he has a lady friend that is trying to rehome a gelding, and he's calls me the other day when I'm at the grocery store, and I was like, oh crap, Jesse called me, so I figured I'd pick up the phone. So I'm in the aisle at the grocery store, and he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm grocery shopping. What do you want? He's like, oh, I'll call you back. I said, no. What is it? Just make it quick. So he tells me, he's like, this girl that I know has a horse that she's trying to rehome, and I don't know much about it, and I know you rehome horses, so I gave her your number. I was like, well, okay, no big deal. So the other day I reached out to her, and I said, Jesse gave me your number. What can I do? What do you need? Tell me more about this horse. Come to find out, it's not her horse. It's her, I guess, her neighbor's horse or a friend's horse or something like that. And it's the owner died, and I guess the parents of the owner are elderly and won't take care of it. And it's fat. Happy Easter. Yeah, you too, Kay. Happy Easter. Oh, thanks. I'm talking about this little other horse. So she says he's overweight and he's foundered. He's got a crusty neck, and he's out in the pasture with a couple other horses and cows. And I'm like, really? Well, why do I always get dumped on these kind of horses? So I told her, I was like, look, I'm not in the small horses, the light horses anymore. I only deal with drafts, and good luck trying to find somebody that's taking a horse that's already foundered, that's on medication, that's fat, and can't be on grass, at least not this time of year. But I told her I'd help her out and give me some information, like send me a picture and give me a personality and information, and I'll be more than happy to, present it to you guys, put it up on here on YouTube, and maybe, tell all my friends about it, my old barn family. I got tons of connections everywhere that like lighter horses, not just draft horses. So I didn't hear back from her at all, like for a day and a half. And I'm like, yeah, that's usually what happens. But today she writes back and says it's a Pasifino. So it's a gelding, Pasifino. He's fat. He's on Previox. He's foundering, and he can't be on grass. So there you go. You want him, he's free. I have no other information. I don't even know what this horse looks like. I don't even know where he is. I'm thinking he's down in the Cherryville, North Carolina area, or somewhere in the south of North Carolina. So, not really sure. But if you're interested in a grab bag of a horse, let me know, and I'll see what I can do to hook you up. So, Noah's doing really good. I talked to his new owner yesterday, and they're going to take him for a ride this weekend. They bought him a beautiful trailer to fit his nice big size. Hi, Eeyore. How you doing? He just came by. So I bought a big trailer for him, and so now he has some really nice place to hang out. And he's got the buddy. He's doing really good. Yeah, so he's doing good. Let's see. Oh, Bishop. Oh, I saw a picture of Bishop today too. What? You guys might know Bishop. He, about 3 years ago, we rehomed him. And you'll have to look back on my videos because he's a goofy guy. He was the one, he's actually in some of my intros where he goes after the hay in the red buggy thing. And I saw a picture of him, and he looks like Gracie May. Now you'll have to go back again a little bit farther and find a video about Gracie May. And Gracie May, she passed away. She had a really bad liver problem, and she died like that. So the same people that have Gracie May took Bishop, and he looks just like her, long and beautiful. He's got fat, and he's got his two little black and white girlfriends. So he's really doing good. And I guess the neighbor came by with their little potbelly pig. So she sent some pictures on Facebook with them all reaching over the fence trying to say hi to this little potbelly pig. It was so cute. So he's doing fantastically. I got an update on Jumanji, who is the little halflinger that we had. And she is, again, doing amazing. She is up here where my mom is. She's about a 30-minute drive from here. And she's doing great too. She's fat, and she's being the best little trail horse that she can be. So all the rescues that I've handled are doing amazing. Okay, you can't have, oh yeah, it stinks. Can you imagine? I can't imagine retiring right now and not being able to have my horses. The boys are still young, so I'm still having a lot of fun with them, but that's why my mom gave me Darcy, because she's retired and Darcy was her horse, so she gave him to me. So now she just buys him treats every so often. Every so often she, a blanket shows up or whatever, something. So I gave her an upgraded on her iPhone this weekend, and I bought her a case, and on the back of it was a picture. Like I went on Amazon and was able to get a picture uploaded to the back of the case, the camera case, and I put a picture of Darcy on it for her. So that was kind of cool. That was a lot of fun. So, Kay, what area of New York are you in? Are you in upstate New York or are you in New York City? Hopefully you're not in New York City. Oh, yeah. Yeah, my mom's a lot of fun. She's in there. She's like inside when she should be outside. It's absolutely beautiful out here. You need to come out. I don't think she'll come out. I don't know where she went. Hi, Eeyore. You can see my neighbors across the street, like through the door. That's the front door. I can see them over there, and they're out wandering around. I guess Goldsboro had their Easter egg hunt for their kids today, so that was kind of cute. We didn't go. I mean, I was here. We were cooking, and my godmother came, and my aunt came. My godmother lives about an hour away from here, and my aunt lives on the other side of the community. So it's really good that the two of them are here together. Um, as the oldest of the siblings, it's always you always have to worry about your mom, after she's a widow. So, I want to make sure that somebody's taking care of her. My aunt takes care of her. She watches out for her. I don't know where she is. She's in there somewhere. What are you doing, Eeyore? What are you doing, bud? You going after buds? What are you doing? Those little, the big bomber bees, they've been flying around. They drill all the little holes in the wood. So they're flying around. He's going to chase them. So husband is home, and aw, thanks. That's very sweet. Upstate New York. Oh, Maryland. You're in Maryland. I'm sorry. I thought you were in New York for some reason. Why did I think that? That's so silly. I'm sorry. Maryland is beautiful. I used to travel from here when I moved out of New Hampshire. Well, actually, let me go back. I was brought up in New Hampshire. I have family in New Hampshire, and Vermont, and Massachusetts. And when I got old enough, I moved to Maine. So I lived those things. Yeah, I hate them. So I moved down here from Turner, Maine, and then I moved all over the state. But what I would do is I would go up and visit my daughter because my daughter stayed with her father because it was just easier that way. She was in school and stuff like that. She had friends, and you don't want to pick somebody up sometimes and just move them a zillion miles away from their family and their friends and stuff like that when they're really super close. So it was best for her to stay up there. So I used to travel from North Carolina all the way up to New Hampshire to go visit her. So I would stay in Maryland either overnight on the way back because, for a 5-year-old kid, it's a really long trip. 16 hours in a car is a really long trip. So we would come through Baltimore and we'd stay at a hotel in Baltimore. And did you see it? And we'd stay at a hotel in Baltimore, the one that's right across the street from the aquarium, and we'd stay there. And then we'd stay there overnight, and I'd buy her room service and stuff like that. She'd have a great old time, make it a big experience. And then we'd come back down to North Carolina, and then either she would fly back home, or I'd drive her back, which is a really long drive for me, going from here all the way back up, and then stop in Baltimore again, and then go to New Hampshire, and then I would drive 16 hours straight to come back home. So I do like Maryland's very pretty, especially this time of year with the cherry blossoms. The cherry trees are all in blossom, so it's very pretty. And my cousin used to live in Baltimore for a little while. Now he lives here. So everybody's moving down here. It's nice and warm down here. So let me see, what else can I tell you guys? Darcy's hair is like that long. He's gonna get clipped next weekend, so I'm gonna try to make a video Saturday, and it'll probably be uploaded Sunday because my niece is coming on Saturday for the weekend, next weekend. How do you pronounce that? Havre de Grace. I think that's how you pronounce it. Havre de Grace, de Grace, de Gracie. I don't know. I never could pronounce that word. It's like Barque Varina. Seriously, that's the name of it. It sounds awful, and it's spelled even worse. But people don't pronounce it right, if you can imagine. But yes, next weekend, Darcy's going to get clipped. So if I can't find anybody that's going to clip him for me while I'm at work, I'm going to make a video. Harbor de Grace. Okay, that's what I thought. But it's with a V or whatever. Cheers. So next weekend, get back on topic. See, you guys are just as bad as me, trying to get me like way off on topic. Um, Darcy is going to be clipped next weekend, next Saturday. And that usually takes about 4 hours to do because he needs a bath, and then he's got to dry, and then he's got to get clipped. And I've got one clipper and 2 blades, and it usually takes about 3 hours to clip him, plus about an hour to bathe him, to get him to be bathed and dried. And so it's going to be a long day for me. It'll probably end up being like a half an hour, 45-minute video, most likely. But I foresee a lot of fast forwarding 8 speed, maybe 16 speed in the video. So oh, good question. I'm gonna ask this. Music. Sometimes I'm really sorry about the music that happens. I use media. No, what do I use? Media Maker, and then I use this old antiquated movie player thing to edit my videos. I don't use anything brand new, which I probably should invest in a new editor. But sometimes, depending on the computer that I use, like I'll use my home computer, and that one, the speaker on it, if I'm downstairs in the man cave watching TV with husband and doing the video, I don't have my earbuds in, and the speaker on the computer is really bad. So if the music sounds really super loud, it's because it's not, what do you call it, equalized with the video. So it sounds really loud. So what I've done is I've had to remember to go back in and adjust the volume of the music in the playback, even though it might sound too quiet to me. It might be just the right volume to you guys. So I'm working on that still. Movie Maker, that's what I use. Movie Maker. It's really old, really old. You can't even get it anymore. That tells you how old I am. So, oh, there's Eeyore. He's still out there. He's like little Marvin. Now the neighbor over there, she's got some dogs. They have some dogs, and the new neighbors over here, they don't have dogs. I met them yesterday. It's a guy, actually, the guy that used to own the house was really good friends of my mom. And when I was doing real estate, I sold one of his houses in Charlotte. So when he lived out here. So long story short, he sold the house that was rented for a while. And apparently the renters didn't take the house very seriously. And these new guys, they gutted it all out. And he lives with maybe his daughter or his stepdaughter and his girlfriend. I don't know. I brought like 12 dozen eggs with me, and I gave him a dozen eggs while I was here as a happy Easter, so it was kind of nice. So Eeyore's over there. He's underneath the tree somewhere. Doop, over there. Hi, bud. Uh-oh. What did you get into? Come here. Did you get stung? I think you just got stung. Did you get stung on the nose? Come here. Come here. Come. Let me see. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come. Hey, you need to turn this way. Come here. Come here. What happened? Come here. Come here. Let me see your face. Did you get stung? No? Okay. You okay? I think he got stung in the face. Come here. He's got like mud and dirt. Alright, you probably got bit by something. I know. You can stay here. He very seldom does this and gets like really nervous like this. Alright, you stay over here, bud. silly guy. For those who don't know Eeyore, I kind of told you a little bit about his story the last time I did a video, but he was just 3 months, and the people that we used to work with a lot, I did a lot of things with the motorcycle club, and stay here, bud. We would do drives for the local animal shelter. We did a ton of work and a lot of benefit stuff, a lot of volunteer stuff for the animal shelter. And we would take their bite cases or their, the dogs that are just in isolation because of one thing or another. And so we were dropping some stuff off for July, like a Christmas in July. And one of the girls comes up to me. She goes, "You guys need to see what's in cage M1." So he was in there, and he was like all hunkered down in the middle, and he was all sad and everything, and he was covered in fleas and ticks. But I didn't know that at the time, so I stayed in this kennel for a while, and he didn't move. He just kind of sat there, and he was like all like spacey. So I stayed there all day. Came back that Sunday, and he had moved just a little bit. He hadn't eaten any food, and then his ticks had filled up his ears so much that you could see them coming out of his ears. So I reached out to a friend of mine who owns Maverick Pet Transportation and Rescue out here in North Carolina, and he does mostly German Shepherd rescues. Amazing guy, super, super awesome. That's his calling. I swear to God, he used to be a truck driver, got in an accident when his load shifted in the truck and he wasn't able to drive anymore. So now he started up this rescue, and it is amazing. That is what he's meant to do. So he ended up pulling him from the shelter, allowing me to foster him. And he ended up having Rocky Mountain spotted fever, which a lot of people down here know that it'll kill a dog. But I didn't know that. I'm from New England. I don't know Rocky Mountain spotted fever. Ticks die in the wintertime because it's so cold up there. So they came home with a whole ton of medication, and he's fine now. He's 8. So, but his brain isn't quite all there, and he still comes at me looking for shelter. When he gets nervous and scared, he comes right to me. But apparently, wherever he is, he's okay now. So music. Let me see music. I like a lot of like country music because it's easy to listen to, and there's a lot of different, like, you can have banjos or you can have like old country or something like that, and it's easy to kind of incorporate into my videos. I don't like a lot of hard rock. It makes my head hurt. And classical is just too boring for videos. I like to have something upbeat a little bit, kind of get your foot tapping a little bit. Instrumentals are always really super nice. I don't like a lot of ones with words because I think it takes away from the video. But I'm kind of older and I'm slower. I'm not like some of these other super, super popular videos. There he is. That has all these like crazy subscribers, and they have all these like awesome sponsors or whatever. I don't have any sponsors. I don't have any of that. And I monetize my ads, and I am so sorry. Speaking of monetizing, about these last videos, I have got to go in and edit it because I don't know what YouTube has done, but they put like an ad like every 10 minutes. It's like, oh my God, even when I'm watching it just to review it, there's like ads like everywhere. So I'm gonna have to go in, and I can go in and edit it. I can take out a few, so I'm gonna do that. So I'll do that in a little bit. Maybe if I remember. I can't say if I'm gonna do it or not because I don't know if I'm gonna do it. So that's the kind of music I like. I like to do a little bit of country, a little bit of R&B, not really so much, but something that's kind of like funky, I like. So horses, let's see. What do I have plans for horses? I don't have much planned right now, like at this moment now, because our pastures, 6 months ago, I had the Border and I had Lucius. And with 3 on one side and Lucius on the other side, everything got overgrazed really, really badly. And when COVID hit, we couldn't go anywhere. Seed was outrageously expensive. And we couldn't fertilize, we couldn't seed, we couldn't do anything. So, and especially with me being out of work from like August of last year until December, I want to say maybe even like July is when my business started to start failing. Maybe mid-June, probably mid-June, and I closed my doors in August and ended up finding this new position in December. So for 6 months, not a lot of money came in, so we couldn't really do a lot of improvements on the pasture. So it's really, really looking bad. It is time consuming, Kay. It is very, very time consuming. Usually a video that lasts, it's about an hour, or even I'm trying to keep them at like 30 to 35 minutes, maybe 45 minutes tops, because like you guys tune out a little bit. It will take, depending on the amount of editing, like if Jarvis speaks, it takes a lot because then I have to time it perfectly. Or if I'm just going to throw it all together, it just takes maybe an hour or so. But if I have to, like the last one that I did with me putting up the gates, that one like took half the day because it was like all these little pieces. So I should do like a behind the scenes type thing if I have like another camera angle to show you what happens, because the whole scene where I was in the back side, where I cut the 2 pastures in half, where when I was going to the front one, the front gate where I took Farmer Bob around the barn, I put all the stuff on the truck, so I had to pause the video and I have to go get it, and then I have to play the video again and put the bucket on there, pause the video again, go get the bucket, put it on there, play, and then pause it again, and then I had to run over to the barn and I had to try to find a rock that I could prop my phone up onto so it wouldn't blow away, because it was windy that day. So every time I'd like put it up on the window and I'd walk away, it would fall out because the wind would blow it. So I had to come all the way back and pop it back up. Finally found a rock. So I went all the way around, drove the truck all the way around. I had to stop halfway there, run back out, go get the camera, try to reset it up facing it the other way, and then prop it up again. You make sure it didn't fall out of the window, and then get back into my truck, drive up that one little bit, and then back out, run back all the way up to the window, go get it, and then come back and go, wait a minute, I have no place to prop apple tree. Well, every time I put it in the apple tree, it would fall down. So I end up putting it on the ground. So that's why you got that in each one of those files, and I have to clip out the beginning of all of that. I know I need plus, and Jarvis stepped on it. So the back of it is like shattered, but the front is okay. The front's still okay. And I had this one takes amazing video. I really, really like the video, and I like the way it's so easy just to transfer it onto the computer. And then occasionally I use my iPhone, and I only have an iPhone because the rest of my family uses phones. So occasionally I would use that one, but it's really hard to get the video from the Apple onto the PC. So it was a pain in the butt, and there was a lot of video that I would take with the Apple that would never get to production because it's just a pain. So then you got to split it all up, and then you got to splice it together, and then you got to look for the music, and then you got to put all the little words in it. It takes a really, really long time just to put one good video together, and then you got to review it before you upload it. Otherwise, you have mistakes. So sometimes I don't always do that, which is why sometimes you get like words show up on the side. I'm like, oh gosh, I thought I deleted that. Or you get music that is where it doesn't belong, and that's because Movie Maker has screwed up and overlapped some music. So it's an adventure. It really is, and it's a lot of fun. So I don't mind doing it for you guys. I think it's a lot of fun, and I'm really impressed with the end product most of the time. And I've got to make a new intro though. I gotta make a new intro. Oh, you know what's coming. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a sneak peek. Only you guys will know this. Well, after I'm gonna put the video up. Yeah, thanks. I just ordered 25 chicks. They're gonna be meat birds, but I ordered 25 chicks and they're gonna be here I think they're gonna be shipped May 9th. so they're going to be here the week of May 9th. So we're going to be doing another video to do some prepping to get them here. I have a chicken tractor that I built from last year when we were going to buy chicks that we never did because I closed my business. So this time, because of what's going on around here where they're killing all these hens because of the bird flu, I went down to the grocery store and one chicken was $15. It's just ridiculous. So I went home and I bought 25 chicks. So what had you done? Oh my gosh, you guys. Come here, Eeyore. Come here. Come here. Hey, come here. Get up here. Look. You got dirt on your nose. Don't give me a kiss. You're just awful. Where have you been? Where have you been? You got dirt like all over your nose. What'd you do? He must have dug a hole somewhere on the backside. Maybe he was going after grubs. So, May, we're going to get the baby chicks, so those will be fun, 25 little chicks. Hopefully they'll all live. And then, let's see, the horses. Darcy's getting clipped next weekend, so hopefully we'll have a video of that. I'm doing more videos. I've been collecting videos for Jarvis's feet. I've been trimming his feet on my own. I got one. I got one all done. And hi, Marigold. Hi. My mom has a poodle. She's got a little poodle. You can't see her really. There she is. She's got a standard poodle and she's an apricot, and her name is Marigold. And she's in there. She's wandering around. They have doggy doors, so she'll come out and hang out. So, oh, that's kind of pretty. I like those kind of skies. It's kind of pretty. So that's the kind of video that we got going on there. Let's see, what else do we got going on? So I'm trying to find a home for that Pasofino. Chicks in May. Darcy next weekend. I think that's pretty much it. And then just work. I'd like to do more in the barn. Maybe I can get the tack room up a little bit more. Maybe do a couple of things. Of course, mowing and just general spring cleaning, you know, harrowing and stuff. I need to redo the fence in the playground. I took it all down because it was like really sapping out a whole lot. Gardening. Oh gosh, Kay, really? I hate gardening. I mean, I love gardening. I do. But I don't have a lot of time for it this year, or lately. I mean, when I didn't have horses or when I was boarding, I had this most beautiful garden, and I had green beans, and I had eggplant and tomatoes and basil, carrots, broccoli, peas, let's see, cucumbers. What else did I have? I had something else going on. Brussels sprouts. I tried my hand at Brussels sprouts. And of course, rhubarb. I mean, every New Englander needs to have rhubarb in their garden. And I do eat it. I don't just let it grow. I do actually eat it. And sweet potatoes. So that's what I had there, and it was amazing. It was huge. It was great. Oh, onions too. I think I made some onions that year. I grew some onions as a secondary crop. But my garden now, I did try, but instead of having the big, huge, deep garden ones, and I didn't want to spend an arm and a leg filling them up, I made short ones, and that was the #1 mistake. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that unless you have a really deep layer of rock or something to keep the weeds and the grass from growing up through it, because it turns into a disaster. So last year we actually blamed everything. I told my husband, I said, just light them all on fire, because it was just that bad. It was so much grass. So this year there's a lot of weeds in the boxes, but what I want to do is I want to kind of like narrow my garden a little bit, and I want to double up the size of the boxes. And since we do keto, I don't want to do tomatoes because everybody does tomatoes. So I'll try to grow some green beans, and like right now the apple trees are done blooming, and this is the time to put in your bush beans. So there's a little gardening tip for you guys. When the apple trees are in bloom, you plant your pole beans. And when they're done blooming, then you plant your bush beans, or it's the other way around. I don't know. I put a thing on my Facebook page. Um, so I'll probably be doing that. Is I gotta double up the size of my garden boxes, and maybe I'll have a successful garden this year. I don't know. Between the chicks and gardening and the horses and work, I might have some time. I don't know. My boss is going to Vietnam pretty soon, so she's gonna. I have a new boss, and she's pretty awesome. She's like okay, she's like really awesome, and not a lot of people can say that about their boss. But when I started with this company, I thought I was gonna have a really good boss, and it turned out she was just a big micromanager, which it happens. You can't. It's like your family. You can't pick your family. It's like your boss. You can't pick your boss. Not really. So she ended up moving on to bigger pastures, and they brought in this other wonderful lady, and she comes from another long line of industry. I guess I don't know what you call them. She's been in the industry forever, since she was little, and she's really kind of cool. I really like her. She hunts as well, but she hunts with just a regular bow, where I hunt with a crossbow. And she goes fishing with her dad, which is really cool because I used to go fishing with my dad when he was alive. She rides a Harley, I ride a sport bike, so we both come from toxic environments. So yeah, it's kind of great. It's like one of those matches made in heaven, kind of like the boyfriend who leaves the girlfriend that was, you know, over controlling, and the girlfriend leaves the boyfriend that was overly jealous, and both of them understand that they don't want that kind of relationship ever again. So they end up having a great relationship. So that's kind of like where we're at right now. Is we had lunch last week, and we got to talk a little bit, and she's a pretty cool girl. I'm gonna enjoy working with her. So they're sending her to Vietnam to go check out the warehouse and the factory they have over there. So I hope she sends me a bunch of stuff. So, I don't know if you guys just heard that. That was husband. He sent me a message saying that he just finished mowing 7 yards. Not like 7 yards, but 7 yards. I don't know how he did that. He said he was going to get up early in the morning. So I'll have to ask him on that one. I don't know if I can pull up the chat. I think I can. Okay. He says 7 yards plus. Oh, the post office. He mows the post office too. He's gonna mow somebody else next Friday. Good for him. Good job, husband. He doesn't know I'm live. So good job. Yay. But yeah, so that's what's gonna happen. Garden go in, not. I'm gonna try because I'd like to start canning some more too. We got the cow done, and that's all processed, and then the freezer, and then hunting starts back in October, so we get that, and then I've got to mount the 2 bucks that I got not last year because I didn't get any last year, but the year before. I finally got my bucks home, and they're on the wall in the man cave, but I got to put like a nice background on them, so I got to build that. I might actually show you guys. I might try to do a video on that. It'll be super simple and super easy. I might do that just to kind of take up some space as we wait for some of these other interesting events to happen. So, well, it has been 40 minutes of me sitting on the steps here and not even finishing my glass of wine. So I'm going to go inside and I'm going to have some petit fours because my mom bought some amazing petit fours, and they're lemon, and she made these like really cool lemon crackle cakes, little cookies, lemon crackle cookies. And I would really like to finish my glass of wine, and I don't want to drink it in front of you guys because that's kind of weird. So without further ado, you guys, I'm going to wish you all a happy Easter. I probably won't see you tomorrow, but if you are all traveling to family or Easter egg hunts, be safe, travel well, be well, and praise God that you are all alive, because COVID was not good this year. We'll see you guys later. Thanks a lot for popping in, and Kay, we'll see you next time, and I'll try to get some gardening in just for you. All right, guys, we'll see you later. Eeyore. Here he is. Come say goodbye. Come here. Come here. Come say goodbye. Come here. Come here. I can't go to him. Oh well. We'll see you guys next time. Summerfield Farm and that guy right there. Australian Shepherd, Golden Retriever Boxer, Yellow Lab. Chow chow. That's what he is. We'll see you guys later. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for watching. Happy Easter, guys. How do I stop this?